Hi everyone, today we are presenting a strategic analysis of Telekom Malaysia or TM. As you can see from our competitor overview, the Malaysian telco market is highly competitive, dominated by TM, Maxis, CelcomDigi and U Mobile. To analyze exactly where TM stands, our team used a strategic framework called the Competitive Strength Assessment. This tool allows us to rate each company on a scale of 1 to 5 against 8 key success factors, which are the critical drivers, such as network quality, pricing, and infrastructure. By doing this, we can clearly see TM's true competitive advantages and areas for improvement. I will now hand the floor over to my teammates to take you through the details.
Before we get into the actual comparison, I want to quickly explain the tool we use. It's called a Competitive Strengths Assessment, or CSA for short. For the short term is CSA. So a CSA lets us compare TM against its competitors objectively instead of just saying TM is strong or TM is weak based on others' opinion. So we break competitiveness down into specific factors that actually matter in this industry. So here's how it works. We identify 8 key success factors. The things that genuinely determine whether a telco wins or loses in Malaysia's market. So each factor is given a weight based on how important it is, and all 8 weights around add up to 1.00 or 100%. Then for every company like TM, Maxis, CelcomDigi, Time.com, Umobile and Yes, we rate them from 1, meaning it's weak, to 5, meaning 5 is strong on each factor. To get the final score, we multiply the weight by the rating for each factor and add them all up. So as an example, the first key factor is network coverage has a weight of 0.20. If TM score a 4 out of 5 on that, that's 0.20 times 4, which gives 0.80 points toward TM's total. Once we do that across all 8 factors, we end up with one final number that tell us how strong each company. So we have choose these 8 key factors because they reflect what genuinely drives success in telecommunications. Specifically, not just generic business factors. The heaviest weighted one is network coverage and quality at 0.20. That's because everything else in this industry is built on the top of having a reliable network. Without it, nothing else matters. So next is service portfolio diversifications, and brand recognition and trust are each weighted 0.15. Diversification separates integrated players like TM, which offer fiber, mobile and enterprise service together, from competitors that only do one thing. And brand trust matters because switching telcos in Malaysia is easy. So your loyalty is what actually keeps revenue stable. The others remaining 5, pricing and affordable, 5G and digital infrastructure investment, enterprise and cloud capability, customer service and digital experience, and financial strength, are each weighted 0.10. They still matter, just not as decisively on their own. Pricing matters because Malaysia's telco is extremely price sensitive. 5G investment shows how future-ready each company is, especially with the country's new dual 5G rollout. Enterprise and cloud capability is where the higher margin growth is happening through services like TM1's cloud and AI solution. Customer service affect churn, and financial strength determines whether a company can actually sustain long-term infrastructure investment, not just talk about it. So with that framework in mind, going to walk your through how TM and its 5 competitors actually score against these 8 factors.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Aiman and I will be explaining about Telekom Malaysia's comparison with their competitors. Their competitive strength can be understood clearer when compared with key rivals in the industry. Today, we will look at Telekom Malaysia alongside with Maxis, U-Mobile, and Celcom DG. Telekom Malaysia's strength lies within their dominance in fiber broadband infrastructure, like Unify, which is backed by the government-linked support. However, their mobile services is less competitive compared to the rivals, which can cause a customer satisfaction issues. Therefore, Telekom Malaysia needs to improve agility in innovation and customer engagement. Next, we have Maxis that is widely recognized for its strong mobile network quality and coverage that consistently ranks high in performance and customer service. However, their weakness lies within their smaller presence in which fixed broadband compared to Telekom Malaysia. But it doesn't stop them from being aggressive in competing in mobile, causing Telekom Malaysia to force themselves to strengthen their mobile offerings. U-Mobile is known for their low-cost prepaid and postpaid plans, appealing to cost-sensitive customers. But their base subscriber is smaller compared to Maxis and Celcom DG, which limits their overall market share. However, U-Mobile shall not be underestimated, as their strategy emphasizes customer inclusivity and innovation, making it a fast-growing competitor despite its smaller case. The last Telekom Malaysia's competitor is Celcom DG, in which their strength is their full focus towards 4G and 5G rollout that increases their technological competitiveness. Their weakness, however, is the integration challenges post-merger, which is Celcom and DG. Thus, it may hold back their efficiency in terms of their services. In context, Celcom DG represents a major rival with combined market share, which intensify pressure on Telekom Malaysia since they are known to be a post-merger. That is all for my explanation of comparison of competitors. I will pass it on to the next presenter. Thank you.
Looking at the Telecom's competitive strengths, the company has a few important advantages. First, Telekom has one of the strongest fiber infrastructure network in Malaysia. This gives the company a solid foundation compared to many competitors. Second, Telekom offers a wide range of services, including broadband, mobile, cloud solution, and enterprises ICT services. Because of this, Telekom has opportunities to expand its digital services and attract more business customers. Moving forward, Telekom can continue leveraging its infrastructure and technology capabilities to strengthen its position as a leading digital solution provider in Malaysia. However, Telekom also faces some challenges. One key issue is the customer experience. Improving service quality and responding to customers' complaints more efficiently can help increase customer satisfaction. At the same time, competition from companies like Telekom DG and Maxis is becoming stronger. Therefore, Telekom needs to continue innovating and improving its digital offerings. In addition, expanding cloud and data center services can help Telekom diversify its revenue and remain competitive in the future. Overall, by leveraging its strengths and addressing its weakness, Telekom can maintain its market leadership and achieve sustainable growth.
For the company-specific analysis, based on the competitor comparison, Telekom Malaysia maintains a strong competitive position in the Malaysian telecommunications industry. The company benefits from the extensive fiber broadband infrastructure, strong unified brand, and government-linked support, which provide significant competitive advantages. But TM also faces several challenges, including weaker mobile competitiveness compared with Maxis and Celcom DG, as well as concern regarding customer satisfaction and innovation speed. Overall, the TM remains a strong market lead in broadband services, but continued improvements in mobile offering, customer experience, and digital innovation will be essential to sustain its long-term competitiveness.
In conclusion, based on our analysis, TM remains the undisputed leader in fixed broadband and fiber infrastructure across Malaysia, heavily supported by its strong brand trust. However, as highlighted, TM faces real pressure from Maxis and Celcom Digi in the mobile market, alongside ongoing customer service challenges. Moving forward, TM cannot rely solely on its broadband dominance. To maintain long-term success, they must execute the improvement strategies we discussed, namely enhancing customer service with AI, strengthening unified mobile packages, and growing their enterprise cloud and data center business. By taking these actions, TM will successfully secure its position as the leading digital backbone for Malaysia's future. Thank you for your time.